quick, I just want to ask, in terms of Netflix going forward with producing new content, how excited are you to kind of be able to tell these stories?
Oh, it's incredible. I think for me, the fact that you can have any change in an industry that has had almost zero change since the advent of cable is amazing, right? You think about it, this year we're going to have 320 hours of original shows on Netflix. 2 years ago we had zero. So I mean, it's been an amazing kind of journey to get here, and the change that we've been able to push along, both in the way things get watched, but more importantly, the way that stories get told, and the kind of creative freedom that storytellers have today that they didn't used to have, not just on Netflix, but it upped the bar for everybody.
It really opens a whole new world for creators to get new content out, because 10 years ago you never would have seen DareDevil on screen except for a movie. Now in terms of DareDevil, what if you kind of,
By the way, what you're going to see is something that it'll fit on this screen just as well as it fits at home. It's big, beautiful, action-packed, cinematic, and we're gonna screen tonight in 4K. And if you have a fast enough broadband at home, you can watch it at home in 4K as well.
And I feel that's the beauty with Netflix shows, especially with advent of House of Cards. It's really giving a new visual storytelling to shows that you couldn't get on network television.
Right. And I think there's the limitations of network television. The obvious ones like censorship, but there's also the other ones, which are the act breaks and all those things that really take away from the enjoyment. The act breaks, the waiting a week for the next episode, the oh my God, I missed one, I forgot to DVR, all those things, where we just focus on the joy. So if you're really into it and you're not tired, you just keep going.
No, and that's the thing. You guys release things as a kind of a binge watching. What was the thought behind that?
When we first got into original programming, everything prior to that, everything on Netflix was in its full season model, and people were watching. So we observed the behavior, and so when we first started our own original content, we said, well, how do we want to release it? One a week, 4 a month, and went back and forth. And finally, I said, why don't we just do it? Why would one show, and in this case House of Cards, would have been the only show on Netflix that you had to wait a week to watch? So let's just put them all up and give people what they want. And if they want to watch one, they'll watch one. If they want to watch 13, they'll watch 13.
Well, awesome. And one last question. What's the show you're most excited about to see on Netflix?
Well, tonight, DareDevil.
All right, thank you so much.